Essay number 20. Goals to set that are more about enjoying what you have than chasing what you don't. Every January, millions of people make the same mistake. They set goals to get things they don't have, believing that those things will finally make them happy. A new body, a new job, a new relationship, a new life. And every December, those same millions of people find themselves exactly where they started, except now they feel like failures too. What if I told you that the entire way we think about goals is backwards? What if the point isn't to chase what we don't have, but to finally actually genuinely appreciate what we do have? What if the happiness we're chasing through achievement is actually found through appreciation? Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Milestones don't create emotional fulfillment. They're just markers that you're evolving. The promotion doesn't make you feel successful. The weight loss doesn't make you feel beautiful. The relationship doesn't make you feel loved. These external changes can't fix internal problems. They never could. We keep making resolutions to change our lives when what we really need is to change ourselves. Specifically, how we relate to the lives we already have. Because here's what's wild. Most of us already have everything we're chasing. We just can't see it because we're too busy looking somewhere else. So let's talk about a different kind of goal setting. Goals that aren't about acquisition, but about appreciation. Goals that don't require you to become someone else, but to finally see who you already are. Start with this. Pick up where you left off. You know those half-read books on your shelf? The ones you bought with such enthusiasm and then abandoned? Finish them. That food in your cupboard that you skip over every day reaching for something else? Eat it. Those clothes in your closet that you never wear because you're saving them for some special occasion that never comes? Wear them. Those old friends you've been meaning to call? Call them. That project you started and never finished? Revisit it. That apology you've been meaning to make? Make it. You don't need new things. You need to complete the circuit with the things you already have. Here's a radical goal. Seek out ways to appreciate people as they are, not as you want them to be. We spend so much energy trying to change people, fix people, improve people. But what if you just stopped? What if you accepted that it's not your job to judge who deserves your love and kindness? You're not anybody else's God. You're barely managing being your own human. When you stop trying to change people, something magical happens. You actually start to see them. Their quirks become endearing instead of annoying. Their flaws become part of their humanity instead of problems to solve. And suddenly, relationships that felt like work start to feel like grace. Make time for the friends you have instead of constantly seeking the ones you don't. Stop counting how many people are in your life, like you're trying to hit some friendship quota that will finally make you feel loved. Do you know how rare it is to have even one truly close friend? Someone who knows your whole story and loves you anyway? Most people go through life without ever experiencing that kind of connection. And you're worried because you only have 2 close friends instead of 20. Quality over quantity isn't just a cliche. It's the difference between feeling alone in a crowd and feeling held by a single person who really sees you. Try this for a year. Each day, write down one thing your body allowed you to do. Not what it looked like, not how much it weighs, not how it compares to other bodies. What it did. Maybe it allowed you to see your favorite show. Maybe it let you taste your morning coffee. Maybe it carried you to work. Maybe it allowed you to hug someone you love. Your body is not a decoration. It's a vehicle for experience. When you start focusing on what it does instead of what it looks like doing it, you realize your body is not your enemy. It's the most loyal friend you'll ever have. Learn to love things that don't cost much. I know this sounds like something your grandmother would say, but she was onto something. Simple food that you cook yourself, walking outside, the company of a friend, watching the sunrise, a full night's sleep, a good day's work. These things are available to almost everyone, almost all the time, and they're the actual building blocks of a good life. We've been programmed to believe that expensive equals valuable, but that's marketing, not truth. The best things in life aren't free, that's too simplistic, but they are simple, they're accessible, they're repeatable, they're sustainable. Start a journal of days, not a regular journal where you're expected to write pages of deep thoughts, just 1 or 2 sentences each night summing up your day. Had coffee with Sarah, she made me laugh until I cried. Difficult day at work, but proud of how I handled it. Saw the most beautiful sunset on my walk home. In a year, you'll have 365 snapshots of your actual life. Not the life you posted on Instagram, not the life you wish you had, but the life you really lived. And I guarantee you'll be surprised by how full it was. Find meaning in the work you do, not the work you wish you did. This fantasy that we all have our one true purpose and we just need to find it and then work will feel like play, it's destroying people. Most of us will never get paid to do what we're most passionate about. And that's okay. Purpose isn't about finding the perfect job. It's about infusing purpose into whatever job you have. The janitor who takes pride in creating clean spaces for people to work. The accountant who helps small businesses stay afloat. The retail worker who makes someone's day with genuine kindness. Purpose is a choice, not a discovery. Start your own holiday traditions. Why are you celebrating holidays the way your parents did, if that way doesn't resonate with you? Why are you forcing yourself through obligations that make you miserable? Create traditions that reflect who you actually are. Make the special days of your year actually special to you, not to some idea of what special should look like. Do a spend cleanse. For a month or 3 months or whatever feels challenging but doable, only use what you already have. No new purchases except absolute necessities. You'll learn 2 things immediately. First, that you have way more than you think you do. Second, that the constant acquisition of new things isn't making you any happier. This isn't about deprivation. It's about revelation. When you stop buying new things, you start seeing what you already own. You get creative, you appreciate, you realize that the happiness you were trying to buy was already in your house, in your closet, in your kitchen. Give everything you own a home. This sounds simple, but it's revolutionary. Go through your belongings and only keep what's either useful or beautiful to you. Then assign each thing a specific place where it lives. Your keys go here, your favorite mug goes there, your notebook lives in this spot. When everything has a home, your space becomes peaceful. There's no clutter because everything returns to its place. There's no stress because you know where everything is. Your external space becomes a reflection of internal order. Learn to live within your means, no matter how much you make. Here's something nobody tells you. If you make $50,000 and spend $50,000, you're broke. If you make $500,000 and spend $500,000, you're still broke. Your percentage habits remain the same regardless of your income. If you see all your income as spending money now, you'll see it that way when you make twice as much. The stress doesn't go away with more money if you don't change your relationship with money. Call your mom or your dad or whoever raised you. Not everyone has this privilege. If you do, use it. Those conversations you keep meaning to have them. Those questions you want to ask them. Those stories you want to hear, listen to them. Time is not renewable. Aspire to be someone who gives things meaning, not someone who seeks things to give them meaning. Instead of chasing success, chase kindness. Instead of believing wealth is the mark of a life well lived, believe that wisdom is, or generosity is, or curiosity is. You get to decide what matters. You get to decide what has value. Stop letting the world decide for you. Do the most important things immediately in the morning. When you have the most energy, the most focus, the most willpower, give your best to what matters most. This also forces you to figure out what actually matters most, which is a gift in itself. Learn to let go. Start with the small things. The shirt you never wear but keep because it was expensive. The grudge you're holding over something petty. The expectation that today should be different than it is. When you practice letting go of the little things, you build the muscle to let go of the big things when you need to. And finally, pace yourself. If at any point you're moving so fast that you can't feel your breath, you're moving too fast. Life is not a race. There's no prize for finishing first. There's no award for cramming the most activities into a day. Quality over quantity applies to moments too. The goals I'm suggesting aren't sexy. They won't impress anyone at parties. They won't get you likes on social media. But they will do something much more valuable. They'll teach you to want the life you have while you're living it, not just in retrospect. Because here's what happens when you only set goals about getting more. You succeed and immediately need the next thing, or you fail and feel worthless. Either way, you never arrive, you never feel satisfied, you never feel enough. But when you set goals about appreciating what you have, succeeding feels like abundance, and failing is impossible because the attempt itself is the achievement. You're not trying to get somewhere else, you're trying to be where you are. This doesn't mean you can't have ambitions. It doesn't mean you shouldn't grow or change or pursue dreams. It means that those pursuits should be additions to an already complete life, not attempts to fix a broken one. The life you have right now, with all its imperfections and disappointments and ordinary moments, this is the life you'll look back on nostalgically in 10 years. These are the good old days. This is the time you'll wish you could return to, not because it's perfect, but because it's happening. So maybe this year, instead of setting goals to escape your life, set goals to actually live it. Instead of chasing what you don't have, explore what you do. Instead of trying to become someone else, become who you already are, just more intentionally, more consciously, more gratefully. Because the plot twist is that the life you're trying to achieve through all that striving and chasing and acquiring, you're already living it. You just haven't noticed yet. The question isn't, what do you need to get to be happy? The question is, what's preventing you from seeing that you already have everything you need? Answer that, and you won't need resolutions. You'll have revelation, and that changes everything.